Last Chance by Zander Jones. Exterior Whitehaven Beach, Whitsunday Islands, day. The perfect blue water laps at the edge of the pristine white sand. Soft music plays. Svetlana, 32, is choking out a man, 29. He's struggling, but he can't hold on much longer. Svetlana patiently waits, looking at the perfect fluffy white clouds in the sky. Laighton, 36, steps into her view and stares down at her. He looks like a used car salesman wearing a poorly fitted suit and sweating profusely.
Need a hand?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Well, if you change your mind.
Laighton hands her a business card. Svetlana reaches out to take it, but realizes she can't let go of her victim.
Can you...
I'll just leave it here.
Laighton places the card on the chest of the man being choked. He can't speak, but his eyes are screaming for help. He's only seconds away. He blinks, his arms go limp. His eyes roll back into his head. He's out.
Is he going to be all right?
Svetlana lets go, rolls him off of her, picks up the business card from underneath the body.
Yes, he'd be fine in 1 minute.
She reads the card. The logo shows a bullet trail piercing a love heart with the name Last Chance. Close-up of logo. Interior Last Chance office next day. Track back from logo to reveal a banner with their motto, "We create relationships for life." The room is sparsely furnished as if they're only just starting the business. Svetlana sits opposite Tess, 33. She's relishing the opportunity to speak to someone about the difficulties of the dating game.
He said I would not make a good mother.
Tess adjusts her glasses. She's a tiny, innocent, half-Asian girl that could still pass for a teenager.
You need to learn how to be a real man.
Tess nods in approval.
So what are you looking for in a partner?
Commitment.
Something beyond 2 weeks?
Yes. Lifetime of happiness, please.
Tess consults her checklist on the clipboard on her lap. Fighting skills, tick. Ready for life commitment, tick. Willing to do whatever it takes, question mark.
Perfect. I think we have the ideal person for you.
Interior martial arts gym, day. A man disarms another man of a training knife, then throws his attacker to the ground. We only see him from behind, but this is Carlos, 35. Interior Last Chance office, day.
Great. When I get to meet him?
2 weeks. We'll be in touch.
Okay. I'll wait to hear from you.
Great. We just need a small deposit now. And sign here.
Tess slides a damages waiver towards Svetlana.
But if you're not fully satisfied with the service, it's totally free.
Svetlana signs without reading.
And initial here, here, and here.
A few quick scribbles, they both stand and shake hands. Then Svetlana leaves. Tess uses the intercom on her desktop phone to ask her partner to return. Laighton, 36, enters. He's still sweating profusely in a poor-fitting suit.
This could be it. You have something...
She wipes off some white residue from under his nose. Exterior Love at Last Chance office, day. Svetlana exits the office, walks to the edge of the sidewalk, hails a cab, and leaves. Interior hotel room, next day. Svetlana walks into her room, straight over to the window to take in the view of the water as the sun goes down. Shadows move on the carpet in time-lapse. Interior hotel room, 2 weeks later. A door creaks open and a breakfast trolley is wheeled into the room. The door clicks shut. Svetlana's bare feet step into view. Camera tracks up. She picks up an envelope rested on top of the covered meal. She takes out the note and scans the details. A taxi will arrive to pick you up at 10 a.m. Bring a warm jacket. Enjoy your breakfast and the rest of your life. Svetlana places the note down on the trolley, picks up her cloche, and dips her finger in the hollandaise sauce on top of her eggs Benedict. She cocks her head to the side, deciding whether she likes it or not. Yes, she does. Interior bathroom, an hour later. Svetlana applies her lipstick in the mirror. She's wearing a loose-fitting button-up shirt over tight white jeans. Interior hotel room, day. She exits the bathroom, picks up her rugged-looking jacket from the bed, and exits the hotel room. Exterior marina, day, 30 minutes later. Svetlana confidently strides up the boardwalk. She arrives at a large boat with 2 huge outboard motors. All she can see is the captain, 48, and Carlos, both bent over an open bench cabinet. Carlos wears a pair of shorts that don't quite hide his muscular legs and buttocks. The captain shows Carlos a set of security camera screens with a flare gun strapped next to it.
You shouldn't need it, but just in case.
The captain closes the door to the emergency control panel, and they both turn to see Svetlana. Carlos's hair is wind-swept as if they've already been out that morning. He jumps up onto the side of the boat and offers her a hand. She takes it and climbs aboard. The captain tips his cap in her direction.
Welcome aboard.
He jumps back onto the wharf, loads Svetlana's bag onto the boat, then unties the 2 large ropes, keeping it moored, and throws them to Carlos so they can set sail. Carlos coils the ropes, then offers her the stairs to the upper deck. As she climbs up, he is faced with her athletic behind. He puts a finger in his mouth, then holds it to the wind. He cocks his head to the side, deciding whether the conditions are right or not. Yes, they are. Exterior, Whitsunday Island Marina, day. They sit on the upper deck as the boat leaves the marina, heading out towards the open water. Exterior, boat upper deck, open water, day. Carlos offers Svetlana the chance to steer the boat. He tries to guide her hand, but she brushes it away. This isn't her first time. Carlos nods in approval. She studies him as he relaxes on the chair beside him.
So why are you single? You gay?
Aye, Karina. I'm still searching for the perfect woman, you know?
She nods, satisfied with his response. Security camera view. Camera tracks back to reveal interior last chance office, day. There is a bank of 2 separate computer screens displaying 4 different camera views, the same as on the boat. Camera continues tracking back.
Looks like we're on our way. How long until the bagman arrives?
Laighton is emptying a bag of white powder onto a glass coffee table.
Not sure. They might already be at the drop zone. What can you see?
View on the security camera screen. Svetlana and Carlos continue their conversation. Track in. Exterior boat, upper deck, open water, day. The harbor can only be seen in the distance now.
You ever been in love with a man?
Me? No, never. And you?
Many times.
What happened?
After a few months, they lose their passiona. I need a woman with fire.
You have STD?
No, senorita, I'm clean.
Interior last chance office, day.
Nothing interesting yet.
Tess turns the volume all the way down. Exterior boat deck anchored a few hours later. There are a couple of fishing rods hanging out the back of the boat. There's an open bottle of wine in an ice bucket sitting nearby. Svetlana is taking a swab from inside Carlos's mouth. She places the swab in a test tube.
All she wanted to do was sit on the couch with a cup of hot chocolate and watch reruns of The Bachelor.
Svetlana shakes the test tube.
So how you break it off?
It's not important.
Svetlana checks the color of the litmus paper. She stops and looks up at him.
You're not still friends, are you?
Of course, no way.
Carlos offers a toast as they look towards the sun descending on the horizon.
To new beginnings.
And the rest of our lives.
Svetlana throws the test off the side of the boat and raises her glass to his. In the distance, a small vessel can be seen. They hadn't noticed it before, but it looks to be traveling in their direction. Interior last chance office, day. Laighton yells to Tess, who is snorting a line of cocaine.
Hey, I think we're on.
Laighton pulls up a different camera onto the main monitor. The boat is now just a football field away. Exterior boat deck anchored, day. Carlos and Svetlana are both looking at the boat coming directly towards them.
Looks like local fishermen, no?
Carlos turns to give them a wave. As they draw closer, a man steps up onto the back of the boat with a pump-action shotgun. It's too late for Carlos and Svetlana to make a run for it. Their waving turns into a sign of surrender. Interior last chance office, day. Tess turns the volume back up. The 2 drug runners and the bagman are all on deck.
Well, if you don't have the money, then we've got a teensy bit of a problem, don't we?
Exterior boat deck anchored, day.
I think you might have the wrong boat. We're just on a first date.
The bagman lets out a roar of laughter.
Well, then I'm your fairy godmother. Tie him up and strip him naked.
The 2 armed men step toward them.
Wait, I think I know how you get your money.
Carlos uses the opportunity and quickly shoves Svetlana over the edge of the boat so she falls in the water. He sweeps the leg of the man closest to him, grabs his gun, and bang, bang! He nails the other 2 with a rapid fire of bullets piercing their chest. He chokes the man on the ground until he is unconscious, then rushes to grab Svetlana out of the water, but she's disappeared. He searches frantically but can't see her anywhere, and the man he choked out is now coming to. Svetlana silently crawls onto the back of the boat and sees the drug runner making a move for the gun beside him. She She quickly grabs one of the other guns and bang, shoots him dead. Carlos instinctively leaps over the side into the water. Svetlana looks around to make sure everything is safe, then peers over the edge to see if Carlos is all right.
You need hand?
Interior last chance office day. Laighton stands in disbelief. His chair falls behind him.
Holy shit! It actually worked. They killed them all.
Tess studies the screen closer to see if they're all dead.
Hang on. The bagman's still alive.
Exterior boat deck, anchored, sunset. Svetlana helps Carlos onto the back of the boat. They take a moment just staring at each other, processing what just happened. Tess sees his eyes move. Carlos spies the bagman still moving. Not fast, but he's alive. He moves to pick up the shotgun just barely out of the bagman's reach, then holds it out for Svetlana to take hold. They both stand directly over the top of him, intertwine their fingers over the trigger, and aim it at his head.
I don't get naked till third date, asshole.
Svetlana turns back to Carlos and they stare into each other's eyes as they both squeeze the trigger. Bang! They barely flinch as blood sprays onto their faces. Interior last chance office, sunset. Laighton and Tess turn to face each other. Tess pushes him to the ground, jumps on top, and kisses him forcefully. Exterior boat deck, anchored, sunset. Carlos moves closer to Svetlana. He raises a hand to her cheek and wipes some blood from underneath her eye. She enjoys the manly caress of his hand. They kiss each other passionately. Soft music plays. The men on the deck lie motionless in the background, their blood now mixing and spreading with the salt water on board. Svetlana and Carlos's white shirts are stained in blood as it washes over them. Roll credits with Last Chance logo.
A violent gun battle has resulted in the deaths of 3 wanted criminals. They were shot and killed last night by a couple on their first date. At this stage, there have been no arrests, and police are refusing to comment further. Meanwhile, the young couple have been asked not to leave the island while investigation is pending. And now on to the weather.
Thank you, Tom. Well, let's just hope everything works out for the young couple. It's been another beautiful day here in paradise.
Fade out, the end.